they kept pulling on it and it led to more information. In your experience, how important is that? Because it could be just one thing or a couple of things that really open a pathway to leading to who did this.
That's 100% correct. I truly believe that there is going to be a piece, or maybe even potentially pieces, of information out there that are going to connect together, almost like a puzzle. And when they do, it is truly going to open up the doorway, and we're going to have a clear direction in which to go. And I think at that time, it's going to unravel quickly, and we're going to be able to make determinations. The interesting thing is the information that we already have, the picture that we've already drawn, that will help us as we move forward to really put together what occurred. And so knowing a lot of those things and putting them together already is going to help as well. So we recognize the public would like, a quick end to this, and that's what we would like as well. But these types of cases are large and they take time. And so, we recognize that there's frustrations out there, a lack of information. But again, ultimately, this is a complex criminal investigation, and we will provide as much information as possible. And we're always wanting more information as well from the public.
Speaking of more information from the public, the family of Xana Kernodle has sent out flyers. They sent some out last month, and they've sent more out this week. Basically, just begging people, asking people with any information to come forward, whether it's the tip line, whether it's the digital media upload with the FBI site. So they sent out, I think, 5,000 or so of these flyers in the mail. So, talk to me about how important that could be, because this happened. A lot of people left campus and left town. And, you're saying you think, there's somebody out there that knows something.
Yeah, we think it's very important, and we appreciate that support from the family. We want additional leads as well. Anybody that had looked at some of their past social media posts or past pictures and think something's out of the ordinary, something's odd. We want that information. I think we've been consistent in saying that. The activity that might have been done within those pictures or those videos that people may or may not want to submit to the police, that's not what we're interested in. We're interested in the context of the crime. That way we can piece together aspects of this case, that we get a better picture.
Chief Fry released a video and said that he was addressing questions about leadership in this investigation. And I think I know why he did that. There have been some things said about Moscow being too small of a PD to handle something like this. Obviously, Idaho State Police and the FBI are assisting with this investigation. He talked about the experience of his command staff. I saw some reporting the other day about the lead detective from Moscow only having 2 years of experience, but it sounds like he actually has more experience than that, at least, 2 years with Moscow PD, possibly, but more experience in law enforcement, possibly military police training and things like that. Can you address that? Why did Chief Fry feel the need to come out and do that?
Yeah, I do think it's important. There have been statements made in the public and in media, and the chief really wanted to stress that indeed this was his investigation. This is his agency. These crimes happened in his jurisdiction. And so he is the chief and he is the one leading these investigations. His command staff has ample experience, 94 years of experience combined. That's a lot of experience for any agency. And so, they have the right to pick whom they want to be in the positions that they are on the investigative teams, and they have. The information out there is not always correct, and I don't even think it's accurate when it comes in terms of saying that this agency is too small. It doesn't matter the size of the agency. You have a police chief who understands what he's doing. He understands how to get an investigation done, and he's able and willing to call in additional resources. I think that's ultimately important. So at this point in time, you have some of the best and the brightest, both from Moscow Police Department, but the ISP and the FBI, all working on this case. And so when you have that much skill and technological wonderment and abilities, and you just have all that investigative skill, that's important. And the chief is the one that had that and brought that all here. And so when he says we're dedicated and motivated to get this case solved, you have to believe him, because it's true. He's willing to bring in those resources that can help and assist his agency.
Well, Aaron Snell, spokesperson for Moscow PD and Idaho State Police, thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for your time as well.
And that's it for this edition of Law and Crime Sidebar Podcast. It is produced by Sam Goldberg, Michael